Hello everyone and welcome back to the RightTurnRandy YouTube channel. In this video we're going to start the Tide car. We've got a few more things to button up before we do that, so let's get started.
In my excitement to get this look like, I put the 34 tooth pulley on top and the 38 tooth pulley on the bottom.
That'll give me a 10% overdrive. I don't want that because the engine will go.
So I have to flip those back to where the 34 is on the bottom and the 38 is on top. I had to get some carburetor studs to be able to bolt the carburetors onto here because these didn't come with studs. The plate didn't come with studs.
Still a lot to get, but I'm gonna keep plugging away at it.
Yo, this thing is starting to look ridiculous. Oh, dude. Oh, that's so freaking cool. Oh my gosh. Stuff to do the fuel lines, obviously. Once the fuel lines are done, I have the old NASCAR fuel gauge, which is right over there on the shelf. In the cooling system, I've got to figure out how I'm going to do that because I have this water neck right here. And this is the old one from the car. It's kind of beat up. I'm gonna need to, I might see if I don't have one of those O-rings. I could probably clean it up and reuse it. But this is almost a 90. And I'm thinking maybe if I put it in there, it'll shoot directly out this way and then I could just feed it straight in. The water pump is wired up with the ignition on a relay. So all I have to do is just pull the fuse out of this relay right here and that will kill the water pump. So then I won't have any water flowing while I'm cranking or trying to run the car. This is crazy. Tons of little holdups and stuff, and man, oh my goodness.
There's a lot more little stuff than I thought there was gonna be. There was a couple times where I was like, oh, I have everything, and it's like, no, you need this or you need that. But man, it's really coming together. It's really coming together. Fuel system, cooling, spark, and that's pretty much it. All right, so I got the whole fuel system plumbed up. This is coming off a new copper line that goes into the cabin. And I've put the fuel gauge back together so that it works. So I'm gonna turn the fuel pump on. 6 PSI fuel pressure, which is perfect for this. And there aren't any leaks. So I got this pipe plug kit off Amazon for like 15 bucks, and that should be everything I need to plug these two in the intake manifold. And then up front here on this carburetor adapter plate, there's 2 holes in there that I need to plug. So stoked on that. Next thing is going to be the distributor's got to go in, and then I put it on time and it should be ready to fire up at that point. All right, so I just took apart the distributor, pulled the roll pin out, took all of the mechanical advance stuff out of there, and now you flip this metal piece around. I'm going to show how to do that in another video, but I've got the distributor locked out, so now wherever I set the engine, it's going to stay at that timing advance for the entire RPM range. So now I'm ready to put the distributor back in the motor. So as far as I can tell, I've got everything ready, set to fire. I've got timing light set up right here, ready to check the timing as soon as I start it. Distributor's put in, ready to rock and roll. I think it's gonna be okay to start there. Should be really low initial timing at that setting right there. Linkage is hooked up already. Everything's bolted down. There's oil in the blower. Oh man. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous. I'm nervous because I've never built anything like this before. But everything's set up. Now all I should have to do is just flip some switches and it should come to life. Here goes. Oh my gosh, it fired right up. Oh man, that thing fired up right away. Okay, I wonder what's going on. Maybe we can... It needs fuel is what it needs, so I give it a couple pumps and it'll fire up. Yeah, it's running out of fuel. So, it's set to like 27 degrees now. Oh man, it sounds so freaking cool. Okay, I richeted up both the carburetors a little bit. I'm gonna fire it up this time, watch inside the car and see if I can see anything. Fuel pressure's good, 6 PSI. I'm gonna look at the air fuels actually. Okay, yeah, that was it. All I needed was just to richen up the carburetors and it's running great. I haven't grounded the AFR gauge yet, so to get my wideband working, I've got to ground it, but then I'm gonna see what the mixture is at idle. But man, oh! It sounds like it's running freaking great! Sounds like it's running great. Okay. You know what, let me set the time, make sure the time is on. Oh! Oh! Oh, shit. Okay. Scared me a little bit. Oh. I don't know what that was, but okay. All right, so aside from that little hiccup there, it sounds like it's running great. I went down to the auto parts store and I got a radiator hose that fits right back in there. Looks like that's gonna be absolutely perfect. So in the next episode, I'm gonna fill the thing with coolant. I'm gonna ground the air fuel ratio gauge up there. Kind of wiring's kind of nasty. And then I'm going to tune up the carburetors, get the thing running just right, and then we're gonna take it out for a test drive. But that's it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the videos, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.